Okay guys, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows. I've kind of mastered doing them super quick if we're just gonna go somewhere again for a couple of hours, just so they don't look so bare and so empty. Don't clean them up if it's just a quick outing, because that takes too long. And honestly, I can do my makeup in like maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes if we really gotta get out the door, so I look a little bit decent. I'm gonna put concealer on. I usually do concealer if it's a big outing, to try to cover my acne scars from this pregnancy, but I'm not gonna do that. So I did my eyebrows, and then I usually put the foundation on my face or on my foundation brush, and I just go in with it. If you follow me on social media, on Facebook, and you're close to me, then you know that my husband is in the Air Force. He joined about almost 3 years ago. He is a reservist. He is not active duty. If you don't know what a reservist is, it just means that he joined, and then once a month he goes to do work on the base or whatever it is. Surprisingly, towards the end of last year or mid last year, he kind of brought up to me just like out of nowhere, like, hey, I think I may have the opportunity to deploy sometime next year. And I was like, oh really? And granted, we had just had Max, and I really wasn't thinking that it was a big opportunity or that it was really gonna happen. But slowly, he started getting more updates, and then it was sure. They told him, yes, actually your unit is up for deployment, so you're gonna be deploying. At the time, if it's not happening, you don't really think about it, and we still had a long way to go. His deployment was supposed to start in April, but because of the COVID, it did get held back 2 months. June 1st was when he officially got on the plane and left. So it is just me and Max. Well, not really. Thankfully, I have my family here. Our family support. There's always somebody around, so it doesn't get so lonely for us, but I definitely miss him. I know that Max misses him a lot. They're best friends. Right now that I'm pregnant, he does most of the hard labor as far as playing with Max, running around with him. I try to right now, especially that he's not here, but it's just a little harder for me because I'm 7 months pregnant and heavy and big. He will be gone. Unfortunately, he will not be here for when I do have the baby. He won't come back home until a couple of months after she's born, but thank God for technology. Thank God for FaceTime and Skype and all that stuff, because it's been a real lifesaver being able to communicate with him that way. A lot less easier on the missing part. I can't imagine, you know, back in the older days when it was really just letters. But right now that we have kids, and Max loves seeing him on the screen, he knows it's daddy. This is probably gonna take me a little longer because I'm talking to you. This is something that I really do just quick. It's the story of my husband's deployment. I'll probably do another video on that a little later, because when you're in the military, you sign up without really knowing what you're signing up for. So it was still kind of unexpected. I was still expecting it to fall through, but it didn't. Just God bless all our military families, all the spouses that really go years without seeing their significant other. I can't imagine. It's just not something that I was really planning for, but here we are. We're gonna make the best of it. I went ahead and put my foundation. As you can see, it's very minimal coverage. It looks like my skin. I really love this foundation. It's not heavyweight at all. It's really light. It's face and body, but I've honestly never used it on my body. Maybe like my jaw down here, but that's about it. So I did my eyebrows. I have the Jaclyn Hill palette that I bought a long time ago. I love this palette. It comes with a lot of neutral colors, and if you know me and you see me regularly on a regular basis, you know that I do a lot of neutral colors. You can tell my palette, this one's really worn out, this one's about to be, and these right here. It has a lot of other darker colors down here. I've used some of them, again, depending on where I'm going, but most of the time, if I'm just in and out the door, going to the doctor's visit, going to Max's doctor, I just use the neutrals, which is what we're gonna do today. And then my brushes, oh, these are good old faithful brushes. But I got these brushes from Morphe. I got them about a year ago, and this one is my favorite brush. I recently did order the James Charles eye set, this one right here by Morphe. I haven't used them yet because I'm hoping to do a video with 2 different palettes that I also ordered from Morphe. Waiting for those to come in. Actually, they were on sale. These brushes were on sale. I think they usually retail for about $80. I don't know. I didn't even want to look at the actual price. The only reason I got them was because they were on sale. And I did need new eye brushes because here they are. I ordered 2 Morphe palettes that I probably will show later on again in another video and just kind of do a little tutorial on that. Pregnancy, I'm telling y'all, I'm only 7 months pregnant, but I already feel like I'm 40 weeks. I feel like this little girl is gonna be heavy. When I was pregnant with Max, they told me that he was gonna be 9 pounds. And I think like at 34 weeks or so, I was like, oh my God, I can't deliver a 9-pound baby. What is that gonna do to me? He ended up being 7 pounds, 6 ounces. He was little, está chiquito mi bebé. But this little girl, I feel different. I don't know if it's because I got pregnant so soon or because she's just gonna be bigger. I don't know, but we'll see. I did have Max naturally, vaginally. I did get the epidural, but he did come out of me, y'all. And yeah, that was a lot. Last night I woke up maybe like around, well, this morning, gosh, like around 4 or something. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was just tossing and turning. It's so strange because this pregnancy, although it has been like, I don't know, 95% better than Max's, because with Max, I was so sick. I was always throwing up. I remember maybe up until like my 30th week, I was always vomiting morning, day, night, any time of the day, anytime I ate something. With her, it's not like that at all. But with her, my sleep has been so bad, and it's been like that, I don't know, since maybe just 4 months. It's been horrible. She doesn't like me sleeping on a certain side, and then when I get comfortable on that side, she starts moving. Because if I lay on a certain side, and I don't know if this is medical or if I need to bring it up to my doctor, I probably should. But if I lay on a certain side and I can tell that she starts moving, I can tell that she doesn't like that position. But yo estoy aferrada to like stay in that position because it's comfortable for me. And then I try to go to sleep, and then I start getting lightheaded. That lightheadedness you get when you're drunk and you lay down and you close your eyes and like the whole room is spinning. That's what happens to me when I'm comfortable and she's not. So I'm like, okay, I get it, I'll turn around. But it's just uncomfortable. If you've been pregnant, you know how uncomfortable it is sleeping when you have a big old belly. This is basically just what I do. I don't do a lot. It just kind of adds a little bit more color to my face, to my eyes, so they don't look so plain. So another thing I will say, I was pregnant with Max during the winter time. Ooh, that was a godsend gift there, y'all, because being pregnant during the summer, oh Jesus Christ. Austin, Texas heat is bad. And then add pregnancy on top of it, add hormones, add your body just doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Oh my God. I would rather just stay home and sit in my AC with my ceiling fan on. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I wanted to do a video about my pregnancy with Max because his pregnancy was really complicated. I even had to have surgery when I was 16 weeks. It was minor surgery, or I guess minor, but it was invasive and it scared me half to death, but I had no option to do it. So I wanted to do a video on that, but I realized that my whole channel lately, or since I started it, has just been pregnancy related, which is fine because I've gone through a lot with that. I mean, it's been a lot. But I don't know if you guys just want to hear about that. I did get a lot of good feedback from a lot of women that I've known for years, from previous jobs and current jobs and whatnot, about how they've been personally affected with things that I have been through. I would have never known. I would have never known if I wouldn't have put my story out there. But like I said, I don't want my content to just be pregnancy related. I'm looking at some stuff on Amazon as far as lighting and what are they called? It's not a selfie stick, but it's like a mount for your phone and things like that. I really want to do research before I invest in something, because I don't want to have to buy something different and then just spend that money. I have not risked doing a vlog yet, just because we're still kind of in semi-quarantine. Max and I don't really go out a lot unless we really need to, or to visit family. But I just have to see what's interesting. Maybe a day at the pool or something, I don't know. Or a day in the life, literally cleaning, taking care of Max, playing with Max, taking naps, because Mama needs rest too. I forgot to tell you guys, on the Jaclyn Hill palette, the shades that I used was Firework. No, I'm sorry. It confuses me because if you look at it this way and then this way, it's opposite. So this is Creamsicle, and that is Butter. Okay, so I used Butter, this guy right here, for this area. And then just for the little inner area right here, I usually like to use this glittery one. It just adds a little sparkle, and it's called Obsessed. And yes, I am actually really obsessed with it. I always use it. That's why it's kind of fading away already. I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm just gonna have to buy a whole new palette just for like these four. But the two palettes that I ordered for Morphe, one of them is kind of on nudes and natural colors, which I'm really excited about, and the other one is the Art something, and it looks like a paintbrush set. Not a paintbrush, a paint palette, I don't know. It has all these crazy bright colors, so I'm excited to start experimenting with those and see how that goes, but we shall see. Okay, so for mascara, I think I've been using this mascara, and it is drugstore. It's L'Oreal Paris. These are the same brand, the same thing. I think this one is just carbon black, so it's like a lot darker. Maybe since 2016, I remember it was our first Vegas trip, Joseph and I, with his family, and I went into my sister-in-law's room, and she was doing her makeup, and she had all her stuff laid around, and I just needed some mascara, and she had this one. So I remember when I put it on, I was like, holy crap, like this mascara really works. It is kind of on the pricier side. I actually just recently bought this one because I was using this one and I ran out. I think I paid, this is like $12 at Walgreens. I've used other mascaras like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and that one's good if you don't really want that big eyelash type thing. This is kind of, for me, like an everyday. I love this mascara. I recommend this mascara if you're not trying to spend like $30 on one and you want your natural eyelashes to pop really good. This one's good. So yeah, I'll just do a little bit of this. Y'all, my baby is taking his nap. That's why I was like, I'm gonna take advantage and just record something real quick. Because when he naps, all my attention, when he's awake, all my attention is on him. I try to set a schedule for him to where after he naps, he eats. If it's lunchtime, lunch. If it's just snack time, snack time. But I'm struggling, y'all, because he has to have 2 naps. He has to have 2 naps every day. And if he doesn't get his 2 naps every day, he is cranky, y'all. That's how I know he's my son. He may look all like his daddy, but if he doesn't get his rest, he turns into one of those little gremlins. I had posted the other day on my Instagram story that he still wakes up at night for a bottle. And okay, y'all, so here's my thing. I tell my husband, and he's like, he shouldn't be waking up anymore. I can't believe he's still waking up. He needs to sleep through the night, which he's probably right. The pediatrician says he should be sleeping through the night. But I have known, I raised my brother, I helped raise my brothers, I helped my sister with her kids, and not all kids sleep through the night, and I think that's okay. But I don't have a problem with it. I would wake up with my son if he was 9 years old and wanted comfort or a glass of milk every day. I don't think I would mind. But the fact that we're about to have another baby, my husband is not going to be here when that baby comes, and usually he's a big help. My husband is a huge help. I remember with Max, I was pumping a lot because we were breastfeeding, and I wouldn't even have to think twice about washing the breast pump parts because he already had them washed. Ooh, I'm gonna miss that. But he's a huge help, and when the baby comes, I know I'll be alone. I'll have help, you know, for a week or so from my mom, but most of the time I will be alone, and I need to figure out something for Max to start sleeping through the night, because I know I'm the one that's gonna be suffering when he doesn't. So any tips that you moms who watch me have would be greatly appreciated, because I don't know. Okay, so one thing I will say is that I don't think any mom likes to hear her baby cry, but sometimes it's like tough love, and that's why it's been so hard for me to take that bottle, that overnight bottle away, because he doesn't cry, but he whines, and it breaks my heart. So I know some moms have just kind of weaned milk off and given water instead of milk, and that kind of tricks them, and then they're just like, I'm not gonna wake up for water, screw that. So they just sleep through the night. But I don't know, any tips, like I said, would be appreciated. So the mascara, I usually let one side dry and then go to the other, and maybe I'm not applying it correctly, I don't know, but I like putting a couple coats on, just so it looks thick and full. I haven't gotten my eyelashes done in a long time. I haven't put fake eyelashes on in a while, so my eyelashes are pretty healed on their own. So that's what I do for my eyes, guys. In and out, eyebrows, a little bit of eyeshadow, and then mascara. So one thing that I do really want to learn to do is the wing. I have bought eyeliners, like liquid eyeliners, and then when I used to get an Ipsy subscription, I used to get eyeliners there, and I would say I'm gonna learn to do my wing. The times that I do it, it looks semi-decent. They are not twins, they are probably sisters, I don't know. Maybe faraway cousins, because it doesn't look so great. Sometimes my husband looks at me like crazy. So I tend not to do it a lot. But yeah, I've kind of given up on that journey. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to have a friend teach me how to do it. We'll see. And I go in with, I recently bought the Milani bronzer. I think I got it at TJ Maxx, and it was like $5. I kind of wanted a bronzer because it kind of helps contour a little bit. I lost my cream color contour, the NYX one that I used to have, so this kind of just helps a little bit. Just do that. Quickly. I like this bronzer because there's not a lot of fallout, and sometimes I'm like, do I even have product on my brush? But obviously you can tell I do. But I like this contour. I like to use it to contour. So I put a little bit there. A couple of different blushes. This one, the GG Gorgeous blush, I got on one of my Ipsy bag subscriptions. These colors are actually too light for me, but if I just barely dab it, it gives me a good little blush. The one that I do have that I need to give up, y'all, I need to give it up, is the Cheekers blush. I think it's by, shoot, I don't even know, CoverGirl. It's this guy right here. I don't even know how long I've had this, y'all, honestly. I still like to use it. I know that's so shameful. I need to get a new one. But I just do a little bit of blush here. I think my husband has burned me on my blush too one time. He was like, why are your cheeks so red? And that's when I learned to really experiment with like a good colored blush for your skin. I'm telling y'all, he's mean. And then I kind of just mixed it in all together. I have this baking powder, Revolution baking powder. I think I also got it at Morphe. I like to use it, again, more so when I'm doing like a full face, like I know I'm gonna take an hour or so to do, 2 hours to do my hair and makeup. But I like to use this just to kind of define that little contour there. And I let it sit. I also put it under my eyes sometimes. I usually do that after I put on concealer. I didn't put on concealer this time because it's a quick let's go, get ready look. I don't leave it on too much because it actually does make a huge difference. See? So I just kind of have to really, really brush that out. So again, this I would have already been done like 20 minutes ago, but because I'm talking, it's taking a little longer. But again, this is just my easy, ready to go makeup so I can look a little decent for my man and people on the outside world. So it's funny because when I do my full face coverage, I like using the Smashbox foundation. This baby girl right here, a little goes a long way, guys. I am 2.22 light skin tone, light medium, undertone, neutral olive. And again, I got this one at Sephora, and also the lady matched me. I have learned not to get a foundation without having an expert match you, because your man will tell you look crazy. But anyways, that story was told. So yeah, I like using this one when I go out, and sometimes I mix them. Am I supposed to do that? I don't know. But if I want full coverage and I don't want, you know, anything coming through, I put a little bit of this, some of this, and I am good to go. All my lipsticks, all my lip liners, all look the same freaking color. And I'm surprised my husband hasn't been like, you already have that color, why are you buying that color? Because they are all the same color. They're not really, but they look like it. This is the MAC Spice Lip Pencil. I do invest on lips. Eyes and lips, I want to say, is what I really spend my money on when I do. Because, I don't know, I just feel like those are the things that pop out more. I don't spend a lot of money on makeup, Joseph, I promise. But this one I found and I fell in love with. This is also my go-to every day when I go to work, when I go to doctor's appointments. I put this on, and then I usually throw a matte lipstick or something on. I'm not a big lip gloss girl because I don't think I've always been, honestly, but Joseph doesn't really like lip glosses. And he won't kiss me if I have them on. So, because then it gets on him. So when I do wear lipstick and he knows we're going out and I want to kiss, he's like, I have to tell him, it doesn't come off. Look, I have to show him, it doesn't come off. And then he believes me. And even then, I'm not a big lip gloss girl because I tend to wear my hair down if we're going out, or if I'm just doing something nice with makeup and my hair really gets stuck to it. So I don't. Okay, so I actually went out and bought this one today. The Milani, I love, oh my god, I love their matte and satin lip creams. I had this one, and this one's pretty old. I actually need to throw it away because I used it a while back, and it was really like choppy. I didn't want to get rid of it, but I found this one today. It's not the exact same color, but it's kind of similar. Like I said, if you see, I'm just this color kind of girl. I don't know. So I bought this one. So I put my lip liner on. I usually just go over with a lip color. Again, this is not, I'm gonna go to the military ball type of makeup. I mean, if you're the type of girl that really doesn't like a lot of makeup, then sure, by all means. I think it suits me. I think that it makes me look a little bit alive. It kind of hides my circles from Max not sleeping. But yeah, guys, this is my go-to everyday makeup. I, again, don't take long with this at all. It's just that I enjoy talking to you guys, so yeah. Today, I have to go pick up a prescription for Max. He's had this little thing on his left eye, and it comes back at least once a week. We don't really know what it is. The doctor doesn't know what it is. He just said, let's try antibiotic. It could be something that's just bothering him. It's been going on for about a month, but I really didn't think big of it because, like I said, it's coming back only once a week. He'll wake up from a nap and he has it, and then the next day he doesn't have it. But my husband was like, we should really take him in. So I made an appointment yesterday. He got eye drops. I gotta go pick him up. So this is perfect because now I look a little decent. So yeah, this is my go-to everyday makeup. Again, a lot of these products are drugstore. I don't spend a lot of money on makeup. The makeup that I do buy, sometimes it's mostly on sale. It's not what's up to par with things that come out, you know, on the daily, but I like it. It suits me. I don't go to crazy events where I really need to have the best, most expensive type of makeup. What I want to do probably is do a video on how I do like what they call beat, like my full face, with contour, with concealer, with baking, all that stuff, and just see how you guys like that video. So thank you guys so much for watching my get ready with me, and just quick update, I probably won't do anything to my hair. I have a hair appointment coming up in July, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, thank you guys for liking and subscribing and commenting to my channel. I hadn't posted in a couple of days like I said I would be, but there's just a lot going on personally, with my husband leaving and the world, scary world. But I am here if you guys have any questions, if you guys want me to give you more information on the products that I use, let me know.